Traci Braxton was an American singer, songwriter, reality television personality, actress, and radio personality. Traci Renee Braxton was born in Severn, Maryland on April 2, 1971, and died from esophageal cancer on March 11, 2022, at the age of 50. She was the third child in a family of 6 siblings. Her father, Michael Conrad Braxton Sr., was a Methodist clergyman and power company worker, and her mother, Evelyn Jackson, a native of South Carolina, was a former opera singer and cosmetologist as well as a pastor. Traci Braxton's maternal grandfather was also a pastor. Traci Braxton has an older brother, Michael Conrad Braxton Jr., who was born in 1968, and 4 sisters, Toni Braxton, who was born in 1967, Towanda Braxton, who was born in 1973, Trina Braxton, who was born in 1974, and Tamar Braxton, who was born in 1977. Traci Braxton and her siblings were raised in a strict religious household, and Traci Braxton's first performing experience was singing in her church choir. About Traci Braxton's personal life. Traci Braxton died on March 11, 2022 at the age of 50. She had been suffering from esophageal cancer for at least 1 year before her death. In addition to her sisters, she's survived by her husband, Kevin Surratt, their son, Kevin Surratt Jr., and Kevin Surratt Jr.'s wife, Olivia Barron, and her grandson, Kevin Surratt III. About Traci Braxton's career. Toni, Traci, Towanda, Trina, and Tamar Braxton signed their first record deal with Arista Records in 1989. In 1990, they released their first single, Good Life. It would be their only single as a fivesome. Good Life wasn't a hit. It peaked at number 79 on the Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Singles chart. At the time of the single's release, the members' age differences created a problem with marketing. Subsequently, the Braxtons were dropped from Arista Records. In 1991, during a showcase with Antonio L.A. Reid and Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, who were in the process of forming LaFace Records, Toni Braxton, minus her 4 sisters, was chosen and signed as the label's first female solo artist. At the time, the remaining members were told that LaFace wasn't looking for another girl group since it had just signed TLC. After Toni Braxton's departure from the group in 1991, the remaining Braxton members became backup singers for Toni Braxton's first U.S. tour, music videos, and promotional appearances. Traci, Towanda, Trina, and Tamar were featured in the music video for Toni Braxton's third single, 7 Whole Days, from her debut album. In 1993, LaFace Records' A&R Vice President Bryant Reed signed the Braxtons to LaFace. However, the group never released an album or single for the record label. When Bryant Reed moved on to work for Atlantic Records, he convinced executives at LaFace to allow him to take the group to Atlantic also. It was reported in Vibe magazine that in 1995, Traci Braxton had left the group to pursue a career as a youth counselor. However, it wasn't confirmed until 2004 when Towanda Braxton appeared in Season 2 of the reality show Starting Over that Traci Braxton was not allowed to sign with Atlantic because of her pregnancy at the time. In 2011, Traci Braxton reunited with her sisters for the WE-TV reality show Braxton Family Values. In 2013, Traci Braxton and her husband, Kevin Surratt, joined the 3rd season of Marriage Boot Camp. In 2013, Traci Braxton began her solo career after signing with independent media conglomerate Entertainment One under E1 Music and Soul World Entertainment to release an album. The same year, she got her own radio show called The Traci Braxton Show on the Bliss FM radio. On October 7, 2014, her solo debut album Crash and Burn was released. The album's lead single, Last Call, peaked at number 16 on the U.S. R&B Adult. Crash and Burn debuted at number 108 on the Billboard Hot 200 with sales of 4,000 in its first week. The album also reached number 11 on the relaunched Billboard R&B Albums chart and at number 1 on the Heat Seekers album chart. A follow-up single, Perfect Time, was released in 2015. On January 14, 2015, she joined the judging panel of Mrs. DC America 2015. In October 2015, the Braxtons released their second album, Braxton Family Christmas. The album was released on October 30th and pre-ordered on October 16th. Braxton Family Christmas debuted at number 27 on the U.S. Billboard R&B Hip Hop Albums, number 10 on the U.S. R&B chart, and number 12 on U.S. Top Holiday Albums on November 21, 2015. The album charted at number 1 on the U.S. Heatseekers albums on December 12, 2015. On May 17, 2016, during a Facebook Live video on the Braxton Family Values page, it was announced that Traci Braxton was releasing a new single in 2016 titled Body Shots from her upcoming second studio album. On May 21, 2017, she starred on the stage play There's a Stranger in My House. On September 26, 2017, Traci Braxton was featured on the Kokai rapper title Moonlight. On April 20, 2018, she released the single Broken Things featuring her sisters Toni, Tawanda, and Trina. On August 3, 2018, Traci Braxton released Lifeline as the official lead single from her second album, On Earth, which was released on August 24, 2018. During the same time, she made her movie acting debut in the feature film Sinners Wanted. On June 13, 2019, she acted in the film All In, starring Lil Mama. On December 12, 2020, she starred in the film The Christmas Lottery. On September 24, 2021, she was featured on the song Stay With Me, performed by Candace, taken from her album Deep Space. Traci Braxton might have gone, but she will never be forgotten. May her soul rest in peace. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time.